Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to play Jackpot Genius. Jackpot Genius is a cross between trivia and roulette, where it's not really that important to figure out what the right answer is, it's more important to have some intuition about which team submitted an answer that is close to the correct one. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Alright, so before the game starts, we are all divided into teams. There are up to 7 teams in the game, and you will have at least one teammate. So in this particular game, for example, you'll see we have 7 teams. Your box is outlined in your team color. So for example, we can see that these 2 people are on team red, these 2 are on team blue, team orange, team green. I'm on team purple with bot 6, team yellow, and team pink. All right. You can also see in this central widget here, you can see those team colors again, red, blue, orange, green, and so on. And you can see that we all start with $200 of fake money, and that's going to be important, okay? So let's go ahead and start the game, and we can see how these teams and these dollar amounts come into play. Okay, so when a question is on the screen, you are thrown into a private conversation with your teammates. So you can only see and hear your teammates. That's why only me and bot 6 are on the screen right now. And we're having a private conversation to try and submit a guess to this question. So each team is going to get the same question, and we have to submit a guess as to what the correct answer is. The answer to the question is always a number, okay? So first of all, why don't we submit a guess to this question? So the question is, how many years after he signed the Magna Carta did King John of England die? I have no idea. I'm going to guess 13 years, all right? And we're going to submit it. If either one of you, not just either one, if anyone on your team clicks the submit button, that's the answer that will get submitted. So make sure you talk about it first, and then one of you types it in, and then click submit, just so that everyone is on the same page as to what was submitted, all right? Okay, so after every team submits one answer, you will then see the board in the center look like this. And this kind of resembles a roulette board. So let's understand what's going on here. Basically, every team submits an answer, and those answers are ordered from lowest to greatest, okay? And they're also color-coded by team. So we're team purple, we submitted the answer of 13. Team orange submitted an answer of 0. Team yellow submitted an answer of 274, and so on and so forth, all right? And these are answers that we can bet on. So what we're doing in this part of the game is, now that everyone has submitted an answer, we are betting money on which answer we think is closest to the correct answer to this question. And the way we bet money is we use these minus and plus signs, okay? So each team starts with $200. You have to place bets in 2 different places, okay? So you can't place all your money on one bet, you have to place it on 2 bets, okay? So I'm going to bet $100 on the answer of 13 and $100 on the answer of 0. And before this proceeds, let me just explain a few other things. So after we all bet, what's going to happen is that we're going to see what the winning answer is. The winning answer is the answer that's closest to the correct answer without going over. So let's imagine that the correct answer to this trivia question is 15 years, okay? The answer of 13 would win because 13 is closest to 15 without going over, right? So that also explains why there's an option of smaller over here. So if you think that the correct answer is smaller than all the guesses that were submitted by all the teams, you can bet money on smaller, all right? Final thing, there's a column in the middle here that shows you what the payouts will be if that row's answer wins, okay? So if we bet $100 on the answer of 13 and 13 turns out to be the winning answer, we will make 4 times our money back, okay? So that's what these payouts mean. So basically, the further away you get from the median submission, the higher the payout will be if that answer wins, okay? Because it's just less likely to be correct. Okay, so let's proceed and see what happens. So before the correct answer is revealed, we can see where each team bet money, okay? So we're team purple. You can see that we bet $100 on 0 and $100 on 13. Team red bet here, and so on and so forth. So it's color-coded by team. We can also now see and hear everyone else in the call. So we're brought back into that common space. And now in a second, the correct answer will be revealed. So let's go ahead and wait for it. Cool. So it turns out the correct answer is 1. So King John of England died 1 year after signing the Magna Carta. 1 is the correct answer, and so the winning answer is 0, because 0 is the closest to 1 without going over. So all the teams that bet money on the answer of 0 will get 5 times their money back. All the other teams, those guesses, get washed away to 0. You might be wondering, what if I bet money only on non-winning answers? Do I lose all my money? No, every team always gets back $200. So even if all your bets go to waste, you will always start the next round with at least $200, okay? Now, the final thing I'll say here is that obviously your money grows over time if you're answering some of these questions correctly. So for this first question, we bet $100 in one place, $100 in another place, but as you make more money, you'll have more money to bet, right? So you can see that after this first question, the dollar amounts that each team has changed, right? So for example, we're Team Purple, we now have $600 to bet. So instead of betting just $100 here and there, we can bet, up to $600. Okay? So that's the game. There are going to be 7 trivia questions. You bet money after submitting a guess to each trivia question. And if you are betting on the winning answers, then you're going to make more money back. Whichever team has the most money at the end of 7 questions wins. All right? So pretty straightforward. It's a lot of fun. The questions are very hard, so no one is expected to know the correct answer, but most people will have some intuition about the ballpark answer. And I think part of the interesting strategy of the game might be, who is on those other teams and what might they know, right? So you might not know the answer to this question, but if you know that, one of your colleagues is on Team Orange and they're really smart when it comes to stuff around biology, maybe it makes sense to bet some money on their submission, right? So there's that kind of metagame there that I think is pretty interesting and fun, right? Super straightforward, really fun. Let us know how it goes, and thanks so much.